Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at Probability Zero. This is a game by Droqen, who some people might know as being behind Starseed Pilgrim, which was another game that I really liked. This one is quite a bit different, but I'm not totally sure about what the price or the platforms are going to be. It's coming to Steam, and that's why I'm covering it now, but it's been out for a while on PC and Mac for about $7. I will probably link to the Steam page as well as the game's homepage so that you can decide where you would like to purchase the game if you would like to do that. But with that, I'm going to jump right in here. Alright, so basically what's going on here. You can see at the bottom we've got a stock, and that is basically how many of these stars we have that we can shoot. And we've got a couple moves we can do. We can punch on the ground. We can do like what I was doing, where alright, good. And that helps refill our stock. If that was unclear, that was a waste of stock, unfortunately. And so these little plants, as you can see, they're kind of dropping stars for me. Oh no. Oh god. And basically what's happening is that we are it's almost like an infinite tower climber, except it's an infinite tower unclimber. If that makes sense, like we're moving down all the time instead of moving up. So I think that's kind of the big difference here. And it is a roguelike, if I did not mention already. That was... Oh, that's cool. I didn't actually notice that before. I'm still like kind of picking things up. I've only played for a few minutes, but the core concept here is pretty simple, but it is pretty complicated as you kind of get more depth in the game and sort of start paying attention to what's going on a little bit more. So as you saw, as you get to each section, you get to choose an upgrade, and of course there are different upgrade paths, things like that, and that is going to make a pretty big difference to how your run goes. I have not quite determined how health works, but sometimes I just die like that. I think it might be the number that's going down that kind of represents our health, because I noticed as I get hit more, the number in general would just be like way smaller. But that's the only real like pattern that I can see. So I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned about it. It's it's kind of got a little bit different of a feel, I guess, as far as roguelikes go. Like something like Spelunky, I want to learn everything about to play, and I want to figure out what all the items do, all that stuff. This I more just want to play. I don't really care so much to know like all of the incantries. I can't say that word. All of the like all the little parts of the game. You know what word I was going for. But what do I always say? The mouth words, they're not working today. That's what I always say. Okay, this is also not going to be a good run. Okay. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, that wasn't good. As you can see, my best score was 12 kills. And this is the beginner mode, so this is not like this is not really like an easy roguelike. Of course, there aren't very many easy roguelikes, but this certainly isn't one of them. It's pretty difficult. Oh my goodness, it's bad. All right, I did not kill very much there at all, which is not a good thing. Kind of moving along. I think you kind of regenerate health over time. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it seems like to me. Because sorry, I'm just like getting really into this game. I really like the game, if you couldn't tell already. I'm having a good time with it. But yeah, I mean, this is like basically what's here for gameplay. I'm not sure at all what expert mode changes. I'll probably try it once before we finish off the video, just so that we can kind of take a look at that. As I mentioned, your score is determined by your kills, so you really are encouraged to fight in this rather than just kind of avoid. Sometimes I would rather just avoid, but it's also not going to do anything for your high score if you do. So, oh, that guy is tricksy. Alright, what do we got here? Double the stock size. That seems like a good idea, because I tend to run out a lot. Oh no! Oh man, I got tossed around there pretty badly. Okay. Nice. Okay, so now I got a ton of stock. We should be okay here. Yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much the gameplay in a nutshell. As far as like other aspects of the game, I think it looks beautiful. The look is definitely reminiscent of Starseed Pilgrim. I know I said it's not very much like it. From a look perspective, it certainly is. It looks a lot like Starseed Pilgrim, which is great because I love the way that Starseed Pilgrim looked. And this seems to be a nice continuation of that. But you know, the gameplay is where it really differs from something like Starseed Pilgrim. But yeah, I still think this looks incredible. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. It's, you know, it's definitely a personal taste kind of thing. Like if you're not into the whole kind of like minimalist art sort of thing, you probably won't like this very much, I would guess. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm still alive by some miracle. Oh god. Oh man, I don't like this. Get away from me. I don't like you. Oh, that was definitely my best score. So I'm gonna jump out and we're gonna try expert. Oh, it looks like you can. We're gonna check. Let's check out this Karma 5. What is this? Make the most of your 5 levels. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so we just get to pick our levels here. That's really cool. Let's see. Spike armor. That seems really good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's cool. I like that idea. So, oh, I forgot to... Oh, and I'm assuming that you just don't get to level up. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, well this is definitely a different take on it, and I like that a lot. This certainly kind of changes basically everything about the game if you do it in this mode. So, yeah, I guess it's cool to see that this is here. I was interested in what the Karma thing was about. I hadn't really figured it out yet. I can't imagine we're going to set too spectacular of a score here, because I'm about to die, I think. We are not too far from seeing me dead. Okay. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's getting harder faster. And no, I'm not going to go into the Daft Punk song here. Don't worry about that. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Just trying to keep my cool here. Oh no. Oh. Well, that's cool. I like that mode too. And then I want to take a look at the expert mode before we quit out for today. I'm guessing this is just going to be really tough, which would make a lot of sense. Oh, I'm really dumb sometimes with how I use the stars. I don't always have it like quite through my head what's going to happen when I press a button. So sometimes I end up wasting stars like that. Okay. Oh, it also looks like maybe with expert mode. Oh yeah, so the level ups just seem to be farther and farther away in expert mode, which is, I think, a good idea. I think that is definitely a good way to make it a lot harder. I would imagine we also probably just run into the harder enemies sooner. Besides, we've got a little bit harder layouts, it seems like. Of course, it's always hard to determine when something is randomized like this, but yeah, the layouts definitely look harder. Let's do that. Yeah, I do kind of have like my sort of typical setup that I pick every time. Tend to sort of just stick with that. You know, because I just kind of find the things that work for me. Oh, that's no good. I am completely out of stars, which can and does happen. But sometimes you get lucky and you find something like that. So, we'll be able to keep going, luckily. Let's see. Oh, I haven't said anything about the music. The music is really, really good. I really like it a lot. It's not like so prominent that it's like distracting to the gameplay, but it does a really good job of sort of just like accentuating kind of the frantic pace that this moves at. Like, I'm about to die. Oh yeah, I couldn't get through. Anyways, yeah, so I think this is probably where we're gonna wrap this one up. I think it's pretty easy to recommend. I'm having a really great time with it. You know, I'd just say follow the link to the Steam store if you want to buy it there. Follow the link to the webpage if you want to buy it there. I believe on the webpage you can also get some of the other games by this developer in kind of a save some money type bundle type thing. So if you check that out, I definitely recommend looking at your options there. But as I said, I think this is really easy to recommend. I'm having a great time with it. And I think if you're into, you know, roguelike games, into kind of infinite runners twisted on their side in a weird way, then I think this is definitely for you. So that'll be all for today. So as always, feel free to leave comments. If there's anything that you would like to comment about, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos every single day. And if you like the video, then please do consider clicking the like button. But with that, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.